started coming here in 1975. I've been coming here working with the fighting aspect of it, the flexibility, the kicking, the movement. They're doing absolutely fantastic.
Hi, my name is Micheline Wu, and I've been training in martial arts with American Society Karate since I was 5 years old. The ASK has been teaching people how to kick and punch since 1970. It is one of the top Phil Superfoot Wallace schools in the nation. The kids classes not only teach kids how to kick and punch, but we also teach kids weapons, flexibility, discipline, and respect. The teen and adult classes are a mixture of martial arts skills with forms, self-defense, sparring, and exercise. The kickboxing class offers a cardio workout with kicks, punches, and strikes while you are in constant motion. Try ASK, you'll get a kick out of it.
Okay, everyone, thank you for joining us. Okay, and so testing 1, 2. All right, thank you everybody for joining us. We appreciate it. Everyone that's able to get online with us tonight. So what we have tonight is we have a little bit of a special seminar that we're going to do tonight. So what it's going to be, it's about an hour to an hour and a half long, and it's going to primarily consist of basic to intermediate level self-defense skills. Okay, so this was organized by Tech Sergeant Christopher Alonzo from the United Air Force, sponsored by the 60th Air Mobility Wing. So they have members everywhere across the nation, from the East Coast to the West Coast. So we're thrilled to have our servicemen and women join us as well as their families. And again, this is the curriculum of this course is going to be suitable for older children all the way up to teens and adults. So we're going to get started with some basic exercises, and then we're going to take several water breaks, give you about 5 minutes each break in between the different modules of instruction. And that way you can take some time and get yourself rested, and again, take breaks as needed. So if you have a bottle of water with you, is really all that we suggest that you have, as well as a just loose clothing. You don't necessarily need a uniform, just something that's comfortable for you to wear and that does not restrict motion. So, and without that, we're going to get started with some basic exercises. Right? For our martial arts students who are joining us across the nation, we will go ahead and bow in, and then we're going to get started with, again, some basic motions. So once again, my name is Michael Alonzo. I'm one of the 6th-level black belts for the American Society of Karate, and I'm going to be your primary instructor tonight. I am going to be joined throughout the evening by some assistants. I'm going to have Mrs. Alonzo and Mr. Garcia, who are going to join me as well for some of the demonstrations on some of the self-defense. All right, so for my martial arts students, good attention stance, feet together, bow. Okay, we're going to put our hands on our hips, just like so, and rotate our neck around. Reverse. Stop. Arm rotations. Just put your arms around nice big circles like so. Reverse. Stop. All right, we're going to do side body bends. On side body bends, we're really just trying to stretch out the sides of our bodies. Okay, so you want to keep your legs nice and straight. Stretch over just like so. Up. Go to the other side. Up. Other side. Other side. Good. We're going to spread our legs out. And we're going to do what's called standing leg stretches. So on these, you want to try, if at all possible, you want to try to spread your feet out about arm's reach. Okay. So if you can, spread your legs out as far as they can go, hopefully about the length of your arms. Keep your knees nice and straight and reach down to one side and pull. Up. Go down to the other side. Up. All right, now on this one, we're going to reach down to the middle, going very slowly. All right, we are going to lower our head below our heart, but our heart rate is low. We shouldn't be too amped up. Hopefully none of you guys drink a whole bunch of caffeine before starting. And we're going to stretch as slow as we can and try to put our head onto the floor. So nice and low, go down to the middle. Try to put your head on the floor. Good, push up. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to put both hands on the floor and come onto our heels, like so. And point our toes up to the ceiling. Spin out as far as you can go. Put one hand behind and have a seat. Good. Now these are going to be seated leg stretches. All right. So with your knees flat down on the ground. All right. And as far spread out as you can go, reach down to one side and pull down. Now, once again, if you are wearing a gi, which is a martial arts uniform, this is a little bit easier. But again, as long as you don't have skinny jeans on, you should be okay. You should be good to go. Even if, for those of you service members who just got off shift, if you're still in your fatigues, those work fine as well. Or PTs, even though I know those PT shorts can get kind of small. Up, other side. I was in the Army for about 8 years, so I was in the time of the smaller PT shorts because I was in the Army on our side though. Up, go down the middle. Okay, reach down as far as you can go. Just straight ahead again. You want to keep those knees flat on the ground. Up. Put your bottom of your feet together, just like so. Good. Now these are butterflies. Get on the butterfly. You want to pull forward, pull your knees, your feet into your body, and push down. Now, if you want to push a little bit further, you can take your hands underneath your ankles and push down with your elbows on your knees and lean forward. Hold that for just a few seconds. Knees up, feet straight out in front. Reach down. We're going to touch our toes. Remember, keep your knees nice and straight on us. We want to go for stretching out the muscle as much as possible. Up. Good. And go ahead and take a few minutes, do whatever additional stretches you feel you need to do. We're not going to work too much on the lower body. We're going to focus primarily on what to do and how to attack back. Right. So we're going to talk a little bit about the curriculum, what we're going to be going over tonight. Then we're going to take about a 5-minute water break just to give those people who are a little bit late coming in. Like I said, I understand that there's a lot going on, especially my folks out in California that have been devastated by some of those fires that are going on. And of course, we want everyone to be safe first and foremost. So we do understand if some of the folks are a little late getting into class. And we really hope and pray that everybody out there is staying safe, and that above all that, the families are well taken care of out there. So what we're going to be going over tonight, we're going to start off with a basic tool set. So self-defense in martial arts can mean a wide variety of things. Martial arts in general is divided up into 3 parts: art, sport, and self-defense. The art portion being the katas, the demonstration, the very formal exercise. The sport portion are what a lot of us know and love, and love to watch. UFC, the jujitsu portion of it, the rolling around, the fighting, the spar. The sparring is the sport portion. The self-defense portion is a part set aside, which is only meant to be used when you feel your life is in danger or when you feel you are in danger for anything. Right, you don't want to use it, and especially for you youngsters out there who are young teenagers, or maybe some of you just a little bit older, my advanced belts that are watching this. Okay, you do not use these techniques in school. You don't use these because you were upset. You don't use these because somebody made you mad. Right? These techniques again are designed to disable and to cause permanent damage and a lot of harm to your opponents. Okay, so we want to make sure that you guys understand, and you only use these in life or death situation. Right. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take about 5 minutes, and we're going to give you guys some time, a little bit of time to get something to drink. If you don't have a bottle of water with you, go ahead and grab you a bottle of water, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, and then start up on our self-defense tools. because I'm going to turn my microphone on. All right, everybody, welcome back. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to start going over your basic tool set. So our self-defense portions of the American Side of Karate, a little bit about American Side of Karate. We've been doing this since 1970. For those of you who may have missed our introductory video, we'll play it during one of our breaks again. But my instructor, Bill Gray, was actually one of the first people to start teaching children in the United States. And again, one of the first martial arts schools in the Houston area. All right, again, way back in 1970. So we've been doing this quite a while. Now, the course that we've designed today is, again, for beginners. It's for anybody just walking off the street, no martial arts experience necessary. All right, so what we do is we break down all of our self-defense into very simple but effective tools. And these are what we call our self-defense tools. And we're going to start going over those basic techniques with you right now. First, we want to get a nice good stance. So you want to have your feet about shoulder width apart, just like so. All right, nice and balanced. And usually this is about how anybody stands pretty comfortably, right? Unless some of y'all stand like this or something like that, right? But you want to have your feet shoulder width apart, just like so. Now, what we're going to do every time we execute any type of technique or any kind of major motion, you want to make sure that you breathe. The way we breathe in karate is you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth and exhale like so. Okay, so any technique that we throw, no matter what it is, we want to make sure that you exhale and that you breathe. Right, so what we're going to do first is going to be the eye strike. Now, on the eye strike, you're going to take your fingers and throw them at somebody's eyes. Hitting for the eyes never feels really good. All right, and again, this is what all of our self-defense is designed to do. So if some of you guys have a target, you don't need a target just yet, right? But if you do have a target with you, again, the portion we're going to be striking for are the eyes right here. Now, as far as I know, no one can develop any muscles over the eyes. All right, if you can, if anybody's closed their eyelids and they see a six-pack there, I'll be very impressed. Right? Nobody can develop any muscles over the eyes, over the nose, or over the throat. Okay, those are the soft points, some of the vital points of the body. And that's a lot of what we're going to be targeting. Okay, the ears, eyes, throat, and nose in a lot of our self-defense. All right, so now instead of doing the Three Stooges attack, right, where you take two fingers and you just try to go straight in, what we're going to do instead is we're going to throw all 10 fingers out like so, making sure your hands are just a little bit curved. Okay, so once again, what we're going to do is you're going to take all 10 fingers. You want to bend your fingers just a little bit like so. Okay, you don't want them straight. You don't want them straight out because you might jam a finger. You want to have them just a little bit bent so that way they have a lot of strength. And you're going to push them out and go all 10 fingers once, all 10 fingers twice. Now, when I execute this, my knees are bent, my waist is slightly bent, right? Because I lower my center of gravity just a little bit, and I'm actually coming off my heels, and I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to strike out. All right, we're going to do this twice. Okay? So with me, both hands up by your face, open all 10 fingers. You're going to strike out once and then strike out twice. Ready? Eyes. Good. Remember, coming out, you're striking out as far as you can, reaching out, all 10 fingers, and bringing it back. Ready? All on one. Eyes. Good, and relax. Ready? One more time. Ready? Eyes. Ready? Eyes. Ready? Eyes. Good, and relax. So that's your first tool. Again, very simple, very effective. If you've ever poked yourself in the eye on accident, it hurts a lot. Imagine you trying to poke somebody in the eye on purpose. You could do a whole lot of damage, scarring them for life. Once again, if you're below the age of 16, right? 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, whatever, however old you are, remember, you do not use this in school. Okay, it doesn't matter how much you don't like the person, right? You can get into a lot of trouble unless your life is in danger, unless it's an adult or somebody that you feel is really going to try to hurt you, you feel your life is in danger, you don't use these techniques on somebody just because you're upset with them, just because they stole your lunch money, your favorite book, or your boyfriend or girlfriend. All right. Only if you feel like your life is in danger. So that's our first one, is going to be the eye strike. Next one we're going to do is going to be the slap. All right. So slap, very easy to do. Right. All you do is you pick your hands up and you clap. Right. Now, if you put your hands in front of your face and you clap, what do you hear? What do you feel? Right. Normally, you hear a nice clapping sound, and you just feel, you know, really hard. If you hit it really hard, you feel a little bit of pain, right? What we're going to do instead is you're going to cup your hands, right? So act as if you're reaching into a barrel of water, right, or into a stream. Right? You're going to pick up the water just like so and keep it in your hands, right? These are the waters of knowledge, and you're going to close the water inside your hands, as much water as you can, and keep it up just like so. Now you should have a nice big cupped portion of water in your hands. Now this time you're going to clap. Right? Notice what you heard, right? It was a cupping sound, just like so, right? Right? And you feel a whole lot of wind coming off there, right? What this is doing, this is causing a concussion. This is causing a concussion effect, right? So you're going to be forcing a whole lot of air down the ear canal. Now, your eardrum, your ear canal, all that's really, really sensitive, right? So if any of you, starting with the youngest folks, right, if you ever spun around in a circle when you were little and you got dizzy, your equilibrium was kind of messed up, right? You're kind of spinning around and you fell down, right? It's a little bit hard. As you get older, you might feel another dizzying feeling after you go out to the bars, or some of my service members, if y'all go and have some libations, you know what those are, adult drinks, right? After too many of those, you start feeling dizzy, right? And the room starts spinning and you feel down. Or as you get a little older, you may experience something called vertigo, which vertigo is no joke. It'll leave you on the ground. You're not able, you're so disoriented, right? Because there's an issue with your equilibrium. Now, all that connected to your eardrum is all very, very sensitive. And what we're going to do here, again, going back to my friend, Bob, or as my wife likes to call him, Bill, but it's a body opponent bag from Century Martial Arts, right? What we're going to do is we're going to cup our hands like so. Just when we cup them, you're going to slap as hard as you can on the eardrum, all right, right on the ear, okay? Causing that concussion effect, forcing air down that ear canal, all right? So whenever we do this, it's very similar to an elevation effect, right? So if you've ever ridden an elevator up a whole bunch of stories and your ears started popping, right? Or if you've ever ridden an airplane, which I know most of you guys have, especially those of you in the Air Force. If you've ever ridden an airplane, you feel that pressure in your ears, right? You either got to pop it by yawning, burping, doing something like that, chewing bubble gum, right? If you don't, it can build up that pressure, and that can actually cause your eardrum to rupture or to pop, right? And that's what we're going for. We're doing a sudden change of pressure, just like so, and popping that ear. Now, the technique itself is not going to feel super powerful, all right, because we're going to be using something called torque. Now, the way we get torque is we're going to use our entire body to strike, right? Because if you went up to somebody, and even if you cupped your hand and you hit them like this, just like so, you slapped them, right? All that's going to do is make them what? Pissed off, right? If you take it from the elbow, boom, now you really done it, right? Maybe you get it from the shoulder, whack. Well, if they're a weakling, maybe they'll fall over, right? If they're only about 100 pounds, okay? Now, if you really torqued your torso and gave it a good swing, all right, now you're starting to have a little bit more power and starting to have a chance to actually knock them out. What we're going to do with our knees bent and our waist bent, you're going to come off your heel again. We're going to torque this time, all right? With both hands up, now just watch me first. I'm going to bring this the heel up that I'm going to slap with. I'm going to torque off of it and move my body as one unit, right? So this amplifies and exponentially increases the amount of power that I'm hitting with. Because I'm moving my body in one motion, I'm using the power of not only my hand, my wrist, my forearm, bicep, whole arm, torso, all the way down to my legs. I'm channeling all that energy up into one concentrated strike, right? So even if I don't get that perfect seal and really rupture the eardrum, I'm going to do a whole lot of damage, All right, so again, when I'm here, I'm going to turn, strike, bring it back, and then strike on the other side. All right, going your way, it's going to look just like so. I've got my hands up. I bring the right heel up. I'm going to turn, strike in one motion, bring it back, put that heel back on the ground. Make sure you plant that foot again before you lift this other one up, and you're going to strike back the other direction. Okay, so with me, let's get our hands up. Cup your hands. Right now, you want to make sure you get a good cup. So if you have to every time, pretend that you have water and put them together like this, and then bring them apart, okay, and clap just to make sure that you got it, or that's okay. All right, it's going to take some time for you to get the perfect cup every single time. So hands are up. We're going to go nice and slow. First thing we do, lift that right heel up. With your entire body, turn, strike, put the heel down. Lift the left heel up, turn, strike, and put it down. All right, you turn your right heel, strike, and you put it down. You turn your left heel, strike, and put it down. All right, ready? Turn your right heel up, strike, and down. Turn your left heel, strike, and down. Okay, just no hokey pokey. Ready? Now we're going to do this all on one. You're going to strike with the right and strike with the left. Ready? All when I say ear slap. Ready? Ear slap. Ready? Ear slap. Ready? Ear slap. Good. One more time. Ready? Ear slap. Good. And relax. All right. Great. We're going to go over one more tool. Then we're going to take a short break. All right. Next, we're going to do is going to be the palm heel strike. Now, the palm heel strike is that ancient martial arts secret technique where you can hit somebody in the nose, knocking the cartilage back into their brain, killing them instantly. I mean, not really. We haven't seen too much of that, but maybe, who knows? You may be the first person to do that. But what it can and what it will do is it can rupture all these membranes inside the nose. It can rupture the tear ducts. It can cause a lot of those sinuses to start bleeding internally, right? So it's going to really mess up their ability to see, right? Because there's going to be a lot of tears. There's going to be a lot of blood coming down. So it's going to make it hard for them to breathe, okay? So the way we do this, and again, if you're older or even if you're younger, right? A lot of times people are scared or people don't know how to make a good solid fist, right? If you're older, over the age of 60, right? Or over the age of 70 or even 80, right? You have osteoporosis, arthritis, fibromyalgia, right? You can't make a fist. That's okay. Again, this is the palm heel strike. We're taking the fist out of the equation, right? So imagine you had a nice big stick and you're going to just shove it in somebody's face. That would hurt quite a bit, wouldn't it? Right? That's essentially what we're doing. Inside of your forearm, you've got two nice big bones. Anybody, if there's any pre-med people here, I know some of my students know this answer, right? It's the unus and the radius, right? What we're going to do is we're going to basically take those big giant bones and shove them into somebody's face. Now we do this by taking our hands, rolling our fingers in one joint, tucking our thumb next to our hand, and pulling our hands back, exposing our palm like so. Okay, we keep our hand again. We're moving our wrist, we're moving our hand out of the equation and just getting straight into our solid weapon here. We're using our body as a weapon. Okay, and again, it's called the palm heel strike because we're striking with the heel of our palm like so. Once again, we're going to use torque. Right, so I've got my hands up. I'm going to bend my knees. When I strike, I'm going to strike straight out, up at about a 45-degree angle, right? And exhale, right? So when I strike, I'm going to strike out, bring it back, and then down. Again, I'm going to strike out, bring it back, and then down, right? What we're going for here, right? And again, the reason we're striking at a 45-degree angle, because it usually somebody's bigger than you when you're striking them, right? So if I was really, really tiny and right here, okay, even if I was on my knees, wow, this guy's big, right? And I'm striking at a 45-degree angle, I'm going to hit him eventually. Or if I'm taller than him, if I get up on it, stand up on something, right? And I get taller than this guy, if I'm still striking at a 45-degree angle, I'm still going to catch him. You're striking up and at an angle to knock that head back and to hit that nose at an angle, depressing it in. striking it as hard as you can. All right. So we're going to review over this. We're going to go over this, do it together, right? And then we're going to tell you a practical application. And real quick, I'll share something with one of our students. So hands are up. Remember, roll your fingers in one joint, tucking your thumb in, pulling your wrists back like so, right? You're going to bend your knees. You're going to strike straight out and then bring it back, straight out and then bring it back. Ready? All on the palm strike. Ready? Palm strike. Ready? Palm strike. Don't try to go too fast. Just stay with me. Ready? Palm strike. Ready? Palm strike. One more time. Ready? Palm strike. Good. Last time. Ready? Palm strike. Good. And relax. Okay. Now, palm strike is very, very effective. And in fact, all these techniques are effective. And again, I can't say it enough, and I'm going to say it more times than you want to hear, right? We only use these techniques when our life is threatened, when we feel we are in a very, very grave danger, all right, for those kids that are watching. Now, an instance when this was used. Now, again, ASK Karate has been in existence for 50 years. This year marks the 50th year of my instructor, Bill Gray, teaching and starting martial arts school again since 1970. Now, in the Houston area, we have about 2,000 students pretty much at any given time. And working up to that starting from our humble beginnings, having that many students over that amount of time, right, we've unfortunately and inevitably had people that have been attacked. So one sim student, we teach everywhere, online, community centers, in schools, in colleges. One of our college students from a local community college in Houston, Texas, she was actually attacked in a Kroger, all right, which is just a little grocery store, something very much like the commissary, right, or your PX. And the gentleman, who was about 6'5" or 6'3", somewhere right around there, he gets bigger every time I hear the story. And she was around 4'9", 4'10", right? Very, very tiny thing. The gentleman apparently pulled a revolver and wanted to rob everybody. She didn't see anything except for a target once she got scared and her adrenaline hit. All she did was turn around and started palm striking him in excess of 20 times. So when the guy woke up in intensive care, spent about a week there, right? He actually came out and tried to sue her for assault. Unfortunately, the cameras didn't catch the weapon on camera, but there were plenty of people that corroborated the story. But such a tiny, small, petite girl, again, 4'11", 4'10", below 5 foot, was able to take out a over 6 foot tall man who was pretty hefty, I'm sure. Right. So again, the technique's very, very simple, very powerful. If you come away from this seminar with only remembering one thing that was your favorite, that's all that we want. Right. So we're going to give you guys a quick 5-minute break. Then we're going to come back. We're going to continue to go over some more tools, and then we're going to start getting into some scenarios and some different locks and holds. Right. And I'm going to be joined by Mrs. Alonzo and Mr. Garcia when we come back. All right, so go ahead and take a 5-minute break, and then we'll see you here in just a few minutes. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started back. So now I'm being joined by Mrs. Alonzo. She's one of our fourth level black belts with American Society Karate. She started martial arts when she was 5 years old down in Friendswood, Texas. So once again, Mrs. Melissa Alonzo. All right. All right. We're also joined by Candido Garcia, Dr. Candido Garcia. He just recently received his black belt with the American Society Karate last year over the summertime. He hasn't had a lot of time to spend as a black belt because we went into quarantine, but he actually started martial arts in Miami about 30 or 40 years ago. So he's been doing martial arts for quite a while, even though he may have taken a little hiatus to become a doctor. But we're glad to have him here as well. So welcome, Dr. Garcia. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to start putting together the different combinations or the different techniques, the different tools that we've learned so far. So far, we've learned three of them. Three different tools that we have for our self-defense, and they are the eye slap, or the eye strike, right? The ear slap, and the palm strike. So we're going to put those together in a combination, in a technique that we're going to drill into you guys over and over and over again. Again, very, very simple, but it's going to be super effective. So what we're going to do, we're going to all do this together. Bring your hands up, just like so. We're making sure you exhale every time you strike. So first thing we're going to do is going to be the eyes, making sure you bend your knees and strike out. Ready? Eyes. Good. Now we're going to slap. So cup your hands. You're going to strike out with the right first, then with the left. Ready? Slap. Good. Now turn, roll your fingers in one joint. Put those thumbs right by your palm. You're going to palm strike out once, then twice. Ready? Palm strike. Good. And then back to the center. Okay. Keeping your hands up by your face. Remember, if you're in danger and you feel threatened, you want to get your hands up, ready to defend yourself as quickly as possible. Okay. Knees and waist are bent. Your heels are off the ground. All right. So again, we're going to go through this nice and slow. I'm going to call it out. Ready? Eyes. Slap. Palm strike. Ready? Eyes. Slap. Palm strike. Good. Making sure to torque off those heels. Ready? Eyes. Slap. Palm strike. One more time. Ready? Eyes. Slap. Palm strike. Good. And relax. Now, what we can do and what we always want to do, we always want to have a target. We want to have a visual aid, and we want to be able to feel something, right? So if you have somebody at home that's with you, that's actually great. We're going to do a little bit of partner work. If you don't, that's quite all right. Right? You can follow along with us, just like so. If you have a dummy, like the bob over there that I have, right? Go ahead and get ready to strike that bob if you'd like to. Right? Or if you have an inanimate object that is durable, right? Don't hit your television, don't hit your laptop, don't hit your screen, don't hit any brick walls. All right, it's got to be something that you can safely either touch, tap, or otherwise strike, right? So pets, parents, family members do not count. You want it to be something at least soft, something that can impactful. Now, if you have a square target, right? So as you notice, we have some square targets behind us, right? The square targets, these are made by Century, and really you can get them from almost any place online, right? Our sponsor is actually Century Martial Arts. We have a great partnership with them, and we actually are one of the largest distributors for them as far as private martial arts schools in the world. So if you ever need it, if you ever want to get some, you see it on the Century Martial Arts website, you can always go to our web portal at askkarate.com and actually get a discount on it. We basically use our wholesale price and we pass it on to all of our students. And it's just a portal that we use, and you'll basically get the same thing but at a discount. And we do that just to help our students out, to get them the training materials and the tools that they need to be successful. So if you do have one of these, or you just bought it, or you found it in a garage sale, right, and you're not sure what it is, now, there's a couple of things that we need to go over about this first. Now, there is a right way and a wrong way to hold this. So the right way to hold it is you want to put your hand in, just like so, behind both of these straps, and come down with your fingers. There's another little strap right here on the top, right? And you want to put it just like so, okay? This is the proper way to grab and hold the mitt, right? You never want to put your fingers up through it like so, because if your partner were punching at the mitt like so, and they missed, it's going to hit your fingers, and your fingers have nowhere to go but off and over into the pile with the other fingers of the people who didn't listen to me. All right, now, a couple other things you want to keep in mind, right? You want to keep a slight bend in your elbow, okay? You want to keep it bending your elbow because when they strike it, and they strike it hard, it's going to move, okay? So again, when he strikes it really hard, that target is going to move. If I had my elbow right out and you're really holding it really, really hard and straight, I could hyperextend my elbow and I could hurt my joint, right? So you want to be careful with that. The last thing you want to be careful with is do not hold the mitt directly in front of your face, because once again, the mitt's going to move. And when it does, it's going to pop you in the face. Now, if you don't have a target like so, right, and you're in front of your television screen, you probably have pillows, right? A pillow will work just fine. Make sure that you either hold it from behind the pillow or on the sides, and that your partner is there with you, and they understand, hey, don't try to kill the pillow because I'm actually behind it. We're just doing this for practice. Okay, so what we're going to do is Mr. Garcia and Mrs. Alonzo are going to hold the targets up. All right. And then what we're going to do is they're going to demonstrate how we're going to go through this nice and slowly. All right. So first thing we're going to do is going to hold the target if you have a partner. Again, if you don't, just get your hands up. Right. And we're going to strike out with the eyes first. Now we want to get a distance from our partner. So you want to make sure that you can touch the mitt just like so, reach out. Right. And you want to hold the target about head high. Right, so again, you don't want to have it too high to where it's going to be way above their head. You just want them to get some good practice out of it. That way they're able to reach it and strike it perfectly. So, all right, so hands are up. We're going to go for the eyes. Ready? Eyes. Strike once, twice. Good. Now, if you have a target or a pillow, you can just hold the pillow off by the side, all right? Or you can turn the target. You're going to turn the target to one side so they can slap with either the right or the left hand, whichever one y'all are doing first, right? We always prefer to start with our right hand, all right? So you're going to turn and slap with your right hand. So turn and slap, just like so, then come back and slap with the left after you turn the mitt. Good. As soon as they strike, I want you guys to flip that mitt over. That way you're able to get it there pretty fast. All right, now, once you do that, you're going to hold the mitt. Now you're going to hold the mitt up as high as you can because you want to be able to get a good reach on it, right? And we're going to do the palm heel strike here. All right, so ready, palm strike. Once, twice. Very good. All right, so now we're going to put that together. Right? We're going to put that together in a combination. We're going to go nice and slow. I want you to do it with us as I call it out. Ready, eyes. Ready, slap. Ready, palm strike. Good. Again, ready, eyes. Make sure to breathe. Ready, slap. Ready, palm strike. Good. Going to go a little bit faster this time. Ready, eyes. Slap. Palm strike. Ready, eyes. Slap. Palm strike. Good. Okay, now if you do have a partner, go ahead and switch with your partner. Give the other person the mitt, right? And just remember what they did to you, okay? And tell them, hey, it's payback time. All right, so put that mitt on your hand. Now remember to put it on correctly, all right? No broken fingers, right? That's our disclaimer. All right, so you're going to come up for the eyes. Ready, eyes. All right, turn that mitt to where they can hit it. Ready, slap. Good, and palm strike. Don't forget to breathe. Good. Ready again. Eyes. Slap. Palm strike. Good. Ready. Eyes. Slap. Palm strike. Okay. All right. So go ahead and switch back with your partner. Now we're going to try this 3 times, either each side or 3 times each with each partner. So we're going to do this all on 1 count. Now what 1 count means is when I say the number, I'm going to now call it out, but we're going to do the technique simultaneously, right? So I'm going to call out 1. You're going to do eyes, ears, and palm strike. Ready? 1, eyes, slap, palm strike. Good. Ready? 2,
eyes, slap, palm strike. Ready, 3, eyes, slap, palm strike. Good, and switch, okay? If you're the only person in your house, just say, all right, good job, me, and you continue to do it again. Ready, same thing, remember what they did to you. Ready, all on one, eyes, slap, palm strike. Don't forget to breathe. Ready, 2, eyes, slap, palm strike. Good. Ready, 3, eyes, slap, palm strike. All right, and go ahead and relax. All right, so this time what we're going to do, all right, is we're going to actually start moving just a little bit. All right, so whoever is going to be having the target, all right, or if you are working with a partner, if you're working alone, just go ahead and take about 3 or 4 steps back from your screen, okay, from where I'm at. All right, hopefully the volume is turned up enough to where you can hear me. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to start walking forward. So you should be able to do at least one iteration of this technique by the time you get up to the screen. So what she's going to do, right, when I say one, when I say the number, or when I say go, she's going to walk forward, and in sequence, she's going to do the eyes, slap, and the palm strike while simultaneously moving forward. Okay, we're going to go nice and slow. So she's going to take a step, boom, and then eyes, once, twice, slap, once, twice, palm strike, once, twice, just like so. Okay, now go back. All right, so once again, going nice and slow. Here's what we're going to do. Ready, go, eyes, slap, palm strike, just like so, and then stop, okay? And then go back. Once again, if you were watching us, if you got your computer or your phone, or you know how to get us hooked up onto your big screen television in your living room, do not get too close to the big screen TV. Your mom and dad may not like it, or your wife or husband may not like it if you hit that. Somebody is being in trouble, and it's not going to be me, because I get to turn this off and run away after you break that very expensive plasma screen, LED, all LED, or whatever it is you bought. So, all right, we're going to do this all together. When I say go, make sure to breathe. Continuous motion, eyes, ears, and palm strike. Ready, go. Eyes, slap, palm strike. Good. Ready, and go back. Ready, go. Eyes, slap, palm strike, and back. One more time. Ready, go. Eyes, slap, palm strike. All right, and stay where y'all are at. All right, and go ahead and switch. All right, so going to be the same thing, right? And again, if you are alone, go ahead and just reset yourself. Make sure you stay back. We're going to do it 3 times, okay? We're going to walk through it nice and slow. All right, ready? Go through it. Eyes, slap, palm strike, good, and back, good. All right, all on one. Remember, when I say go, just walk on through it. Ready? Go. Eyes, slap, palm strike, and reset. Ready, go. Eyes, slap, palm strike, and reset. One more time. Ready, eyes, slap, palm strike. Good. And stay where you're at. And go ahead and switch. Now, this time we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna put a twist on it. So what we're gonna do is gonna be the same 3 techniques. Really, really easy. All right, we're drilling these into your brain. Our goal is to try to get these into muscle memory by the time we're done here. All right. So we only have about 35 more minutes to do that. We're gonna try. So again, you've got your hands up. Okay, we're gonna walk through it nice and slow. She's gonna walk through, take a step. She's gonna throw the eyes once, twice, slap, once, twice, palm strike, once, twice. And then she's not done. She's gonna walk backwards. Yes, it's true. She can do it. Eyes, slap, and palm strike. Very good. All right. So again, it's gonna get tricky. It's that whole can you chew bubble gum and walk at the same time? Well, we're about to find out. So ready? Go. Eyes, slap, palm strike, and backwards. Eyes, slap, palm strike. Good. Ready? Try it again. Go ahead and reset. We're going to do this 3 times. All right. All my Air Force people, most of the Army people could do this. Not all of them, but most of them. So I know you guys can. All right. So the Army guys, some of their shoelaces were tied together when they started, so it didn't help. Or maybe that was the Marines. All right. Ready? Go. Eyes, slap, palm strike. Ready? Eyes, slap, palm strike. Ready, hands up. Ready, go. Eyes, slap, palm strike. Eyes, slap, palm strike. Good. Ready, Last time. Ready? Eyes, slap, palm strike. Eyes, slap, palm strike. Good. All right, go ahead and reset back. All right, go ahead and walk back to the other side. Come back here. There you go. All right. It's Mr. Garcia's turn. Ready. Gonna do the same thing on that side. Ready. Hands are up. Ready. Go. Eyes, slap, palm strike. Ready? Eyes, slap, palm strike. Excellent. Ready? Try it again. 2 more times. Ready? Go. Eyes, slap, palm strike. Ready? Eyes, slap, palm strike. One more time. Ready? Go. Eyes, slap, palm strike. Eyes, slap, palm strike. All right. Excellent work. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take another quick little water break. Okay, we're going to take about 5 minutes, take a quick water break, and then we're going to come back and go over a couple of more tools and then start putting these tools in practical application. All right, so we're going to take, again, 5 minute quick little water break, and then we'll be right back.
All right, everybody, we should be on back now. What we're going to do is we're going to come on back, okay? All right, we're going to go over, we're going to add on a couple of extra tools, right? And then we're going to lead into some of our basic locks and holds. So what we're going to do first is called a back fist strike. Now, in traditional martial arts, a back fist strike is done from a fighting stance here, and you back fist out with the elbow. We're going to modify this because we're going to do mostly a groin strike. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to roll your fingers in, joint by joint, placing the thumb over the first two fingers, just like so, having it up by your face. Now, when we do a groin strike, you again can strike down to either side. You'll strike down to the right, strike down to the left, just like so, hitting with the back part of the fist. All right, making sure to breathe. So again, ready, we're going to strike down, ready, strike. Go to the right, then go to the left. Ready, strike. One more time, ready, strike. Good, excellent, and relax. All right, so real quick groin strike, very, very simple. It doesn't have to be perfect. All you're doing is striking for the groin. All right, now, a lot of times the groin strike is a distractionary strike, mostly because if you have to hit somebody and you're doing this to get away, a lot of times if they're zapped out on drugs or if they're just immune to that type of strike, right, they're not going to feel anything. They won't feel any pain. So it's mostly just a distractionary hit. All right, same thing with a foot stomp. All right, a foot stomp, very, very simple. All you're doing is striking down, raking down their front shin and striking, okay? It's just a distractionary hit, just something that's gonna get their attention away from what you're really trying to go for, which is the vital points of their body, all right? And again, most of the time, if you are gonna be grabbed, you're gonna be trying to be abducted, someone's gonna grab a hold of you, they only want one of three things. They either want what you've got, okay? They wanna steal something from you, whether it's your money, your car keys, your jewelry, right? Or your shoes, something stupid like that, right? They want to do something to you, right? They want to rape you. They want to kidnap you. They want to take you somewhere, right? Or they simply want to cause harm, right? So again, they want to try to move you from one area to another to inflict harm on you and do something to you that nobody else can see because they want to get away with it. All right, so what we're going to do there is, again, all we're doing is striking back, getting them distracted because we want to take out their eyesight. Right. Another one we're going to do, and again, we're going to put these together in an actual self-defense scenario and a particular hold that we're going to get out of. Right. We're also going to go over right now the elbow strike. Now, the elbow strike can be done one of two ways. So, right, the first way we're going to do is we're going to do it forward on the elbow strike. So you're going to hold your left hand out for a target, roll your fingers in joint by joint, placing it into your chest, just like you're holding like a broomstick up to your chest. Now, your right foot is going to come up, your right heel is off the ground. You're going to turn and strike your elbow onto your hand. Then switch the hands, just like so, and strike back, right? So every time we do it, you're going to strike once and twice with the lead elbow strike. All right, so hold your left hand out for a target. Ready, elbow strike. Ready, elbow strike. Ready, elbow strike. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to do it backwards, right? They're going to do it, say, facing this way. Now, when I strike with the elbow, right, again, I'm going to turn, I'm going to strike out, okay, coming off that heel, striking back and striking back, making sure I torque with it and I'm coming off those heels. All right, so again, strike, going backwards, right? Strike over once and then twice, like so, right? Again, strike, strike back, here, and on the other side. Ready? All on one. Hands up. Doesn't matter which side you do. Ready? Strike. Good. And going backwards. Ready? Strike. Good. And relax. Now, the next thing we're going to do, and the last one before we put them all together, right? And Mrs. Alonzo and Mr. Garcia demonstrate how to do an actual self-defense release and run tactic. Is going to be the side kick. Now, in traditional martial arts, side kick is one of the most powerful kicks. And of course, you can go into a fighting stance, you can stutter step side up, side kick, your head high, right? If you're able to do a head high side kick, chamber in the leg, funneling all that power directly into somebody's jaw, great, don't do it. All right. In self-defense, you should never do a kick above the waist. All right. I've been doing martial arts since I was 5 years old, the better part of 30 years. I would never, if my life depended on it, try and kick somebody in the face, because even if I was successful in kicking somebody in the face, in the head, remember, if they're zapped out on drugs, they don't feel anything, I don't get a perfect hit. Or if they're part of that 10% of the population, which they don't have that nerve system built here, right? If you hit them in the jaw, it's not going to knock them out because they don't have those complexes. The same people who don't respond to pressure points, right? About 10% of the population, it just doesn't work. You can hit them there all day and they're going to stay laughing at you. So if I did that, my leg got stuck, yeah, I hit him as hard as I could in the face, great. But now what? Now my center of gravity is lifted, my leg is stuck 5 feet or more in the air, right? And the most vulnerable part of my body is now exposed. And guess whose turn it is? It's the other people's, right? You don't want to do that. Instead, again, keep it waist and below. So the most feared injury of any professional athlete, doesn't matter who they are, if they walk on 2 legs and they play sports, the most feared injury is a knee injury. You get a knee injury, that's the end of your career, right? The knee bends one way, forward, just like so. It doesn't bend side to side. It doesn't bend backwards. If it does, you need to go to sick call or see your doctor tomorrow. All right, immediately, because it's not supposed to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a side kick. We're going to chamber the side kick. Again, bringing the knee up just like so, and we're going to be aiming for that knee, chambering it down. Now, when we practice this with our partners, I want you to kick about a foot or 2 away from your partner. All right, don't actually hit them. All right, so you're going to bring your right knee up, in front of you, just like so. Okay, and you're going to kick down to the side, just kicking about knee length, right? With your hands up, all right? Bring the other leg up and kick out to the other side. All right, ready? You're gonna do it all on one. Kick to one side, then the other side. This is the side kick. Ready, side kick. Ready, side kick. Ready, side kick. Ready, side kick. One more time, ready, side kick. Good, and relax. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over a real quick scenario. Now, a lot of our self-defense is built off of this basic template that we have. The reason we do a basic template like this, the reason that we keep a lot of these techniques consistent where we can, is we don't want to have a lot that for you guys to memorize, right? There's all kinds of really cool, really fancy martial arts self-defense out there, right? And if you want to take the time to learn it, by all means, we support it 100%, right? There's really cool maneuvers out there. If somebody strikes you, tries to grab you, you can grab their wrist, lock them out, turn them, flip them, break them their arm while they flip and hit the ground, right? If you've memorized it, if you've done it enough and you're a master at it, great, go ahead and use it. If you haven't and you don't feel like putting 10,000 hours in to be able to master a self-defense maneuver for each individual motion, you can use a template like this that could possibly save your life. So one of the most common grabs that we have, right, that we see, right, most of the time, it's because of these things right here. Now, everybody probably has one. You might even be watching us on one right now, right? This is a mobile device. Since 2007, right? Smartphones have taken over the world. You get in here and you've got all kinds of stuff, right? You got all your emails, you got your Snapchat, you got your Instagram, your Facebooks, your TikToks, everything on here, right? And half the time when people are walking to a parking lot, mostly females, yeah, mostly girls are like, oh man, look how many likes I got. I got all these Instagrams followers. Like, he didn't like my, and you're looking at that, your favorite boyfriend or girlfriend, right? And they didn't like your page. And now they're all mad. And, you're sending them a text message. Meanwhile, the person over in the corner of the parking lot's been eyeballing you while you're walking. Okay. So as you're walking, a lot of times what they do is they'll sneak up behind you like so, and they'll come up and grab you and try to drag you away, right? Now notice, I'm starting to get her into a rear naked choke. All right. And now if I'm able to lock this and complete this, I could easily make her pass out before she can defend something. Now, once you're done with this and once you practice enough, you'll be able to perform this maneuver and this self-defense maneuver in under 3 seconds. We're going to break it down step by step as we do it and show you guys what we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is the attacker is going to come up and they're going to grab you like so. All right. Now, what she's going to do is she's going to grab back. Right now, when she grabs back, this is her taking control. A lot of times, this is enough to scare somebody. Right? They might try to start getting away the second you grab them back because they wanted an easy target. Right? They didn't realize. Oh, if they realize, oh crap, because now who has who? It's really you that's got them. But they'll figure that out here in about 2 seconds. What you're going to do here, you're going to step out to the side with your right leg. Now, what this does, this opens up a whole lot of targets right here. Remember the targets that we're going for, right? Now, at all times, she's going to maintain a grip of some sort, right? She's going to really dig in. If you have nails, ladies, and they're sharp, dig into them. I want you to draw blood, right? You don't let them go for nothing. If they start trying to get away and they start getting distracted by this here, that's fine. What you're going to start off with is a foot stomp, okay? You're going to pick your leg up and just drag it down. Again, for safety, if you're with a partner, just put it between their legs, okay? Don't actually step on there. In real life, you either kick backwards or kick their shin, kick their foot, stomp on it any way you can. Again, distracting them downward, right? You're going to come up for the eyes. Go for the eyes once, twice, right? Make a fist. Go for the groin once, twice, then reach way over here. Come back, and you're going to elbow strike them as hard as you can. Now, keeping a hold of them. See how she's got her right hand on my arm still? What she's going to do with her left leg, she's going to step all the way out, chamber that knee up, and then side kick straight down for the knee. Now, again, if you're with a partner and you're doing this with somebody, don't go anywhere near the real knee. Again, if it's really easy to break a knee. So if you pop it, you hit it, it could break really, really easy. So be very, very careful. All right. And then from there is where we're going to stop today. There's a lot more that we can do with that. There's a lot more advanced. You can take them down to the ground, really coup de grace them. But we're not going to do that today. We're basically working on release and run tactics. Okay. So Mr. Garcia is going to come behind Miss Alonzo.
All right. And what they're going to do, go ahead and get right there in the center on the blue, the double blue. There you go. All right, perfect. All right, so they're going to come up and he's going to grab with her right hand. Right now, she's unsuspecting. She's like, oh no, what was me? Right, so she's going to come back and grab, reach up and grab with us. Now, step out to the side. Good. Now, again, she's looking for her target. So she's starting to look. She's going to foot stomp, try to hit one of those feet. Right, she's going to release one of her hands, go up for the eyes once, making sure to breathe twice. Make a fist, go down for the groin once, twice. If she can't hit the groin, that's okay. It's just distractionary. Now she's going to reach way over and really come off that heel. Right. So if you notice and just make it more pronounced, turn it so the camera can say, there you go. So she's really coming off that heel. So that way she can get a lot of torque. She's going to come back as far and as hard as she can and whack him in the head, right, with her elbow. Now he should be a bit disoriented. He's going to step back, chamber that leg up, and side kick. Just like so. Good. All right. So with your partner, go back. And in a few moments, we're going to show you this at speed, which is awesome. All right. So again, go ahead, come up and grab. Right. Grab back. Remember, you always want to take control. All right. Go ahead and step out to the side. Foot stomp. Eyes. Groin. Elbow strike. Spin and side kick. Take out that knee. Good. All right, a little bit faster. Ready, come up and grab. Ready, grab back. Ready, step out. Eyes, groin, strike, spin, and side kick. All right. Now, whenever they grab, I want you to grab back automatically and do that foot stomp. All right, last time, and then we'll switch with our partner. Ready, grab. Grab back and foot stomp. Good. Eyes, groin, elbow strike, spin, side kick. Good. All right. Go ahead and switch to their partner. Get them. Now, this is the more likely scenario. I've seen Mrs. Alonzo attack people all the time, and the more gray they have in the hair, the better. She attacks. She sits outside of Luby's and grabs people. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so now if your partner's a little bit bigger than you, that's okay. All right, you can practice attacking people just bigger than you. Don't do that on the daily. All right, so go ahead and grab with the right arm. Good. Now they're going to grab back, step out to the side. Good, and foot stomp. Boom. Now they're going to look up, look for those eyes. Groin once, twice, and elbow strike. Excellent. All right, ready? Go ahead and go back. Ready? Grab. Grab back. Step out to the side. Foot stomp. Go for the eyes. Groin once, twice, elbow strike, and spin and side kick. Good. One last time. Ready? Go ahead and grab. Step out. Eyes. Groin. Elbow strike. Spin and side kick. Excellent. All right. Now go ahead and switch back. Now, real quickly, we're going to demonstrate what this looks like under 3 seconds. All right. So under the 3-second time frame, we're going to Mrs. Alonzo is going to execute the defense with Mr. Garcia. Right, as soon as he grabs. Okay, so when I say grab, Mr. Garcia is going to grab her, and she's going to immediately defend. Ready, grab. Yeah. All right. Now, for those of you who weren't watching or saw it in too slow of a motion, we're going to go it again. This time we're going to speed it up. All right, ready, grab. Yeah. All right. Okay, so if you're with your partner right now, we're going to take just a quick 5-minute little break, and then we're going to come back and then wrap things up. So go ahead, take a quick water break, 5 minutes, and then we'll be right back.
Testing 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. All right. So once again, we're going to go over, we have more tools that we can go over. Remember, they all want to go for the vital points of the body. Very, very simple, but effective. All right now, Ms. Alonzo and Mr. Garcia are going to demo some of the different self-defense holds that are based off of this template, okay? So the majority of ones that are meant to be an attack from the back. So as Mr. Garcia comes up behind her, he's going to put her into a wrist lock. So you do this by grabbing either side, usually the right side, and they're going to come up behind you and grab the wrist lock. Now, it's going to look very similar to our rear headlock. So as she defends, go ahead and defend, right? Notice how she steps out to the side, goes for the eyes, groin, and then she can still step out, turn, and she goes right into that side kick. Okay, so as she spins, so go ahead and come up and grab again. All right, so go ahead, grab a right hand to right hand, just like so, put it behind there. And now when she defends, she's gonna go the same thing, ready, defend. So you step out, eyes, groin, elbow strike, spin, and side kick like so. Okay, all right. Now, also what you can do is the rear bear hug over the arms, right? So he comes up and grabs her over the arms, just like so. She's gonna do the same defense, except this time when she tries to go for the eyes, your attacker is probably not gonna let you do that. So watch what she does. Ready, defend. Boom, just like so, and side kick. Right now, again, remember, there are all kinds of self-defense techniques out there that you can follow up with, right? There's Aikido, Judo, so everything that you can incorporate adding on to these techniques. What we want to do is we want you to be able to do something, right? So if they face each other parallel, just like so, right? And he were to come up to her and just start to choke her, right? Get his hands around her neck. Now, initially, what most people do is, don't hurt me, right? But once you've been trained and once you're certified through our self-defense courses, right, what we want you to do is immediately attack back. So do whatever comes to mind. Ready, go. Boom, boom, eyes, slap, boom, just like so, okay? Even if you do that basic technique that we went over, right, he starts coming at her to choke her, and she just starts pushing him back. Ready, go. She goes into the eyes, slap, palm strike, just like so, right? It's going to be pretty devastating, and he'll probably have a mark in the morning, or if he's able to breathe in the morning. All right, so that's pretty much all of our time. All right, so we really appreciate you guys joining us tonight. To those folks in the United States Armed Forces, right, in the Air Force that are joining with us from coast to coast. We know we got some of you guys out in California, some of you guys out on the Eastern Seaboard as well. We really appreciate your service. For those of you who are affected by the fires, our hearts go out to you guys, and we really hope that you stay safe. We do have family out there as well. Technical Sergeant Christopher Alonzo, thank you very much for organizing this and getting the wings and the squadrons together to be able to make this possible. So we will do our best to try to host another one, especially for the Armed Forces once again in a couple of weeks. We'll get things together and make it even larger. And again, share it with your family and friends, right? Our self-defense seminars will continue to be free. We just want people to be safe. We want you guys, especially going into the holidays, to be aware of your surroundings. In the next series of this seminar, we go over a little bit more what to look for and how to watch for behavioral patterns in people and how to stay safe as you're going about your daily business, once again, especially around the holidays. So once again, thank you to Mr. Garcia, one of our first level black belts, Mrs. Alonzo, one of our fourth level black belts. And again, I'm Michael Alonzo, sixth level black belt with the American Society of Karate. We all really appreciate everybody joining us, and thank you all. We will hope to see you next time. Good attention stance, feet together, bow. Thank you everyone so much. We are going to put our information up on the board, so if you have any questions whatsoever,
you're more than welcome to email us or send us a text message or give me a phone call. That's my cell phone number there on the board, right? We do have a Facebook page that you can follow. It's Facebook@ASKkarate.com. You can get there for updates or any of our tournaments, any of our special events, or virtual classes as well. Our website, ASKkarate.com. There is a tab on there online that you can go and check out information about our online classes. We do have full white to black belt classes online. So we've built out a curriculum, especially for our online members. And again, if you are in the military and you are going to be moving around, it's going to be the best way to keep up and to complete a martial arts course, because no matter where you go, as long as you got an internet connection, you'll be able to connect to our classes, continue to learn new techniques, and advance through our belt ranking system. Right? If you have any questions about any of that whatsoever, online at askkarate.com, go ahead and shoot us an email, and we will respond to you just as quickly as we can. So we really appreciate it. We hope you guys got a lot of good information out of it. And for those of you, for those students who joined us tonight, thank you guys. We appreciate the support, and we will see everyone next time. So stay safe, keep practicing your all of your self-defense, and again, once again, do whatever it takes and keep on kicking.